Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we will not be playing Minecraft unfortunately, but we will be unboxing the Hiya Toys Kong GXK New Empire. And as you can see, this is the front cover. It is from the Exquisite Basics series. It has all the authentic, logos, stuff like that. The back cover, it is a scan, a barcode, a promo picture of the prototype, some Chinese letters I don't understand, and there are website names here, produced by Hiya Toys, those stuff, translated Chinese version, made in China, and then all these copyright stuff. I'm not here to see the box, I'm here to see the figure. So let's unbox it real quick. I'll cut back with you guys after I'm done. Okay guys, I'm back. As you can see, there's some plastic stuff to not make it get scratched. It applies on the heads to some of the hands that are rearranged. And the highlight of the figure, the axe. Let's take it out the acrylic tray and check out the figure itself. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe as I'm trying very hard for all my videos. Take off this strap. And here it is, and oh my god, it's majestic. 360 view, cause I'm not rich enough to afford a 360 rotator. Sorry if it is a little shaky though. It is kind of stiff. I'm gonna hair dry it later, but like not right now. You gotta do all those monkey stuff and that ass. The glass eyes are also beautiful. It glows, but you probably can't see it right now. Right there. I hope you can see it. The tummy moves, I think. Yeah, it does. It does. And that and that back crunch. Yeah, it works. Yeah, everything works. Let's put the figure aside and look at the other accessories, such as this beautiful, majestic work of art head sculpt. It also has a glass eye like on the figure, and a really neat detail about this is this metal tooth that was replaced in the movie. Like he got a tooth, the Kong got a toothache, and like the humans replaced it with a titanium one. And I really appreciate Hiya Toys taking care of those little details. A con is that I wish the tongue would have been articulated like the Godzilla figures they made, but I don't really mind. Now the growling head sculpt. I really appreciate them putting this in, because other companies just skip over and just put a default and a roaring head. Like most companies don't really ever put the growling head sculpt. This also has glass eyes. Not really much here, but like it's nice. It's also very accurate. I remember him doing this in the movie when he was like fighting the henchman of Scar King Fraud. The axe. I heard that it's filled with translucent stuff. Also the handle. So let's test it out with this handy dandy flashlight. Okay, first the axe. Okay, let's see. Oh, it really does look cool. I don't think it will really stand out in my display, because like my display don't really have that amount of light. I will have to angle it so that it's like targeted here. The handle also glows, that orange glow. This is the highlight of the figure. I really appreciate Hiya Toys doing it. Overall, I think it's worth it for $50. Yes, very good. Now for the hands. First, we got the knuckle hands. It's to get him to that monkey pose of him crawling around like a caterpillar. Very good. They aren't really much here to talk about. Next are the punching ones. I know he already has like grabbing ones in the default figure that's already built in, but I think these would be better to put him in punching poses because they are actually clenched, unlike the ones on the figure which has a slightly opening for the axe. For the only different hand that actually has a highlight is this one. It's that like relaxed hand stuff. And this is the right hand, which is, I think, it's supposed to resemble the frostbite he got in the movie. Some people really don't like this because like they just wanted a normal one, but like I don't really mind. It's really good. They also have some scars here. Now for the details on the figure, I think they put in some really nice details, especially the scar on his back. It really extends on that crunch. I'm glad they didn't cheap out, because instead of some paint, it's actually on the mold. If you guys can see, it actually has a cut. And also the scar on his chest, which I think Godzilla did in the Tokyo-Hong Kong fight in 2021, Godzilla versus Kong. It's also molded on. It actually is apart from the body. I really don't like how he is not really able to balance that good, because his legs are, you know, like that pose where they're, I don't know what's happening with them. I think he has polio or something. But like, his ankles also don't really pivot really well. I think it's just because he's stiff. But I'll check up on you guys after I use a hair dryer on him and then make him a little bit loose so I can actually pose him and stuff. Anyways, he's the you know, the stamp that makes him an official, and I didn't get scammed. 2021 legend, that stuff. Very good, very good. The head sculpt. I think this is actually one of the most accurate Kong figures any company has ever made, because look at those other earlier Hiya Toys Kongs or SH Monster Arts that just look like a kid with Down syndrome, but like pretend I didn't say that. Here. The articulation is also pretty good. Anyways, I'll check up with you guys after I make him a little roast and turn him into a grill. Here. Hey guys, I'm back after I gave him a little roast, you know, to make him a little loose. And now let's check up on the articulations to see if it is as good as the SH Monster Arts. You see, the elbow bends pretty well. Yeah, it bends pretty well. The head goes all the way up. All the way, not really all the way down. It's the maximum down. Because of his, like, you know, beard. You should shave, Kong, but whatever. His arm doesn't really go up because of his, you know, hair, fur that's blocking. I'm sure someone will mod it someday to make that extra plastic go away, but whatever. And then the ankle, it doesn't really do well. You can pivot it a little, stuff, not really bad. And the thighs, this is the maximum they go up, I think. Yeah, and then they go down, and then the ab crunch does really well, I think. No, I don't think that's the maximum. Wait. Yeah, I think that's the maximum of the ab crunch. I don't really want to break it. Yeah, that's the maximum. And then his back crunch. The back crunch does really well. You get twerk it out. Monkey butt. Anyways. Sadly, his monkey butt doesn't have any, you know, those stuff that the Spider-Man or the other figures have. But like, it's alright. I don't really mind. Yeah, I think that's all of the articulation. Oh yeah, his thigh, his leg goes up all the way there. And then it doesn't really go much back as much, but like, I really appreciate it. Really hard to balance him because of his, you know, ankle that doesn't really bend much. But you can get him someday. Wait, I'll be back after I balance him somehow. Hey guys, I balanced him somehow in a pose that doesn't really look good, but I'll fix him later. But before I go, here's some stuff I would like to talk about this figure. I really enjoy the glass eyes because that's what was missing with the previous 2021 disaster of the Kong figure. You can really see the loneliness and the sorrow in his eyes. Like the other Kong figures. I'm looking at you, SH Monster Arts. One thing I don't really like about this figure is that he's kind of stiff out of the box, and people who didn't really watch reviews and just bought it without, you know, any information might think they might get scammed, because, like, you know, starter people like me, even though I just started, but I at least did some research about him before I bought him. I know I'm a little like 10 months late on buying him, but like that wasn't my fault, okay? I didn't reach his pre-orders, and I bought it from someone who was selling it, but like it wasn't those stupid scalpers that overprice it. But anyways, Gabriel Kong out. Before I go, I will say one thing. This will be my official voice reveal in my channel if I ever get popular and people start saying, when did he reveal his voice? Whatever, but I'll never get popular. But like on my first video, I said I want to do one until 100 subscribers, but like I already posted about 12 videos and then I only have 7 subscribers, but I don't really think 100 subscribers like not coming soon, so I just did it. And this figure is so absolutely majestic that I can't describe him through text, bro. So majestic. I will recommend him. He's literally the definitive Kong figure. If you only want one Kong figure like me in your collection, he's a really good recommendation. Like, he's the only recommendation I will give. The SH Monster R1 is good articulation, but like it's not really good. It's not really accurate, to be honest. The head sculpt is like so bad, especially the Scar King. I'm really excited for the Toy Scar King, even though I know it's not releasing until 2027. Oh, the head sculpt. Anyway, bye guys.